Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Sensor still hasn't recovered?
Yes, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important step?
Here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there?
However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters and a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the Alicorn. The Alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was one.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the Alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the Alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the Alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HAL.
Only Strider Squadron will sortie.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider
Clear squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready.
Late.
What? Retreat and wait for backup.
Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once. Trigger, what now?
Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot. Watch yourself.
Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After trigger.
All aircraft engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H hour.
Our hot shot within the last 5 minutes.
Take them on in pairs.
Shake that enemy.
Don't slow down. Being late is not an option.
Enemy missile detected. Evade.
Hostile has a lock.
Locked on.
What do we got here? Planning on maybe past that time over to rush hour. Yeehaw! Here we go, cowboys. Surround them.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Hostile behind you. Shake them off, quick.
Outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your traffic, you shooting.
Shit! Do it with a bang!
That was a try, last flight, brother. That's 3 strikes. I know you're flying.
Combat's a lot harder without Wiseman.
You sure? Our man Trigger was an absolute monster just now.
Hold tight. Just a little longer till the friendlies arrive. Taking fire.
It takes an ace to down an ace.
I don't need no Wiseman to fly.
Improve it, Cal.
Righto!
I have to evade. Turn them out. See you later, cowboy. Drop it right. Attack didn't so long. The plane don't mean a thing, kid. Not without proper skill.
This one's a goner.
These guys are good. I'll put the one on the left and you pick the one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we're doing like.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
You're not dropping a tag, easy. We're flying on pride, not fear.
Come on, hit me.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on the fleet. Swiftly secure our air superiority.
I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
Got 3 strikes by sight. And take it down for one last zone of glory.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Keep course. A few sparks are to be expected.
They're good, but your plane's not doing you any favors. I'm down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining?
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
This is Enchanter. We've entered the AO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
My weakness says he saw 3 strikes. I can't stop troubling.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Contact. Show us what you got. Keep track of your allies. Strike 1. Engaging. Strike 3.
Enemy detected. Send rescue.
Strike 5. Engaging. Strike 8. Engaging.
Enemy closing.
That eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger. These EW aircraft move too slow.
Friendly heads. Resist.
Trigger splash the hostile. Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities.
Dogfight.
Target acquired. Entering ESM range.
Hostile behind me.
This is Stinger 1. to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right, Wilco.
Break the coordination!
Receiving support from ESM.
I get targeted the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
Behind you. I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
Just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
Incoming missile! We're targeted!
I should have switched with Lanza. Target acquired. Strutter 1, missile launched. Area destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Help the friendly take tail. No control. Returning to base. Don't forget the top mechanic seems to have a problem every time Crazy Trick shows up.
Be advised, enemy aircraft nearing the landing ship.
Somebody take down their EW aircraft.
Away.
Damage control to CIC. Units are intact. We're still good.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
Incoming! Get in the cloud!
Catch me if you can.
Command duty officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target.
Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin.
Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Airy.
Captain.
You don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They've got EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
Ignore enemy aircraft. Focus on ESM.
Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Missile away.
Take them off. Get in the cloud.
Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
Yes! This is the air combat I've been waiting for. Don't really care about this sub and just want a good fight, huh?
They got me. Bailing out.
Excuse me, difficult out here.
What's your altitude?
All aircraft, if you want to make it, take advantage of Enchanter's support.
Well, they sure brought a lot of friends.
Receiving support from ESM. Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magical loud, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
That's a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, let's get this done quick.
We're past the 3rd checkpoint. We're halfway there. From touching to all ships. Change formation.
Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger. Strutter 1, missile launched. Entering the enemy's jamming zone.
Anti-airspace. Target enemy aircraft.
Strutter 1, locked on target.
Ready? Fire!
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Seawiz failed. Incoming. The landing ship is under attack. Keep the enemy away from our ships.
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. It's been 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. They wouldn't want to go back to that. I see 3 strikes.
I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type Su-47.
Burkets. Eursea doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Use the confusion to count as 6.
Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
Who's there on my tail? Taking fire! Idiot, ignore their illusions.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you were my brother.
Bogey shot down an Eursea bird.
What do you mean?
There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
Missile launched.
Hostiles just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visual the answer to the source.
Trigger hit the target.
Be good, you're seeing right through their illusions.
Get him, scream.
And he's a silver platter.
We'll take him down before he can figure out what I'm planning.
Strutter 1, break.
That's nothing to worry about now. Focus on the mission at hand.
Entering ESM range. Strata 1, target acquired.
Bandit in my sights.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Fox 2. Enemy's got a lock.
Bandit on your 6.
Missile closing in on me. There's an enemy on your tail. Hostile has a lock. On my target's tail.
Strata 1, Fox 2. Target is down.
You're not getting away from me.
Attack hit. Bandit is still alive.
Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
So many of our fighters.
Fox 2.
On my target's route. Clearing.
Entering ESM range.
Reaper overhead.
Missile! Break! Break! Come on! One round in the hole and we'll pick it.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Nice. Target eliminated.
All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface to ship game goods. Fine work, Trigger.
Got this. Three strikes in the squadron are with us.
Destroyed. Target eliminated. Missile away. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Negative. Negative.
Receiving support from ESM.
They're not retreating. That submarine must be in the
Enemy
for them.
missile chasing me.
Another enemy aircraft approaching our ship.
3 minutes remaining.
Break right now!
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Don't bother reporting minor damages. If the landing ship makes it, we win.
Missile away.
Port side hit. Damage control.
This is bad. The damage is spreading.
Their ranks are thinning. At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission.
A friendly shot down the SU-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Captain, they're ready for takeoff, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Beautiful. Captain, don't you see? Minds are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must we sacrifice to put them to rest?
Captain, it's 3 strikes and his crew. They've tied down the enemy birds. Our men just might make it through.
Supercapacitors charged. Great.
Target in sight. Main gun manned and ready.
2 minutes remaining.
Stay in formation.
Entering ESM range.
From here, that submarine looked huge.
We can destroy their landing ship. We can sink their planes along with it.
Break that lock, quick!
Missile launched.
Bandit down. Nicely done.
Evading enemy missile.
1 minute remaining.
Let the LRSSC take care of the enemy aircraft.
Receiving support from ESM.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle the sub immediately. Fools.
this is Lancaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course. Anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant.
Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Whew. Well done, pilot.
Then slow ahead both engines.
Are you sure? Landing ship puppet to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing. Mankind commence fire.
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. Expect aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railgun. The landing ship's on fire. It's gonna sink.
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What in the world?
What happened?
Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit! Hey, what about the submarine?
We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them. Shoot them down.
Shit!
Open vents. Fill our ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Enemy submarine is going under.
Shit! That monster will roam the oceans.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger. Heed my words.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
This boat has announced this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. This is not a conflict, but rather a restoration of balance and judgment. It will be done with reason from beginning to end. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Would have taken the lives of 10 million.
I can tell he doesn't say they're even across the radio.
Yeah. Target's destruction confirmed.
He was down by 3 strikes. The damn bastard ruined it. Captain, don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made. Let's have him assist in the next plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Or was it the plan to save 10 million lives, Command Duty Officer?
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osea's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do. Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres' quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160 millimeter guidance where massacre is placed by mass planning.
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's correct, or is it?
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes, based on your hypothesis and mission parameters.
Years from the past, I ran a precision combat simulation. But it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Eurusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There is a possibility that Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Eurusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here, we've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting you. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The element of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party's served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Wilco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger, but the juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! 4 bogeys! ETA 2 minutes!
They're already here!
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those to begin with.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This'll make things easier later.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time? Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Required.
There's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Lanza's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, count. Lend me a hand, will ya? Whoa, it's a ruckus down there.
Resistance from enemy air defense is confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto!
Begin firing Sam! They think they've already won. Now's our chance. Now time for a counterstrike.
These newly online ships are a pain.
If only we had anti-ship missiles by the truckload. Dockyard base taking damage from airstrikes.
Trigger, get on the return line if you need to. There's no need to wait until you've emptied your weapons bay.
How many are there? Like 1,000 enemies against the 4 of us?
Try to 1.
You probably need to multiply that by 10.
That's fine by me.
Everyone on deck, back to your station. Get the radar up and running. Taking fire. Waiting for helicopters isn't as easy as you might think.
If we can get him here, we'll be able to take a lot of boys in Farbanti.
Okay.
Counterattack, no!
Trigger, don't push your luck into damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Back to enemy assault.
Come on, I dare you. I'll flash you right out of the sky. Strider 2, break! Break!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Target destroyed.
They've been hiding all these ships. Back to your station. Remain on standby. Moving area point.
Strider 1, missile away.
Box 2.
Lieutenant General Shepard, got a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized. 3 strikes. Just an operation that doesn't rely on our 8 pilots. You won't have any on board unless you can convince them you'll need 3 strikes.
Maintain course if you want to go back to resupply.
Sir, there's a few of them. Keep them
much need of him. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted. I'm sorry, sir.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target. Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Quinn, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, we've data linked the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon.
I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me which you prefer.
Target confirmed down. With Samuel Quinn gone, Eurshea's naval stratagem will lose its edge.
Fox 2. Strata 1, target acquired. Strata 1, bandit destroyed.
Taking out quite a few of them, but there's still some left.
Forward MiG-31's approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
This is Rody. We're by time until our rear catches up. Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. Please look out machine guns. Engaging. I don't need any missiles to buy time.
Fox 2. Missile did not connect.
Sorry, guys, but your cruise has been canceled.
Evading missiles. Target acquired. Lost control. Returning to base. Damn it. I've heard about you. You always have aircraft problems. Three strikes around it. No joke. I have lost control.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
Four fighters incoming at super low altitudes from bearing 015. We have a report that 3 strikes were on ground. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't detect the port.
Roger that. Leave it at that. Alpha Squadron, Eagle Squadron, clear to engage.
All aircraft. Performance is disappointing. Pick it up. The attack will fail.
We've already run out of time. Don't waste it. Attacking.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Locked on! Focus on evading. Buy as much time as possible.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Don't wait for orders. You won't be getting any.
Ships.
Strutter 1, Fox 2. Strutter 1, bandit splashed.
Target enemy aircraft. Three strikes unharmed.
Destroy target.
Target confirmed down. That was Fleet Commander Gleb Almazov on board. It's gonna take a long time to rebuild the fleet without him.
The target's still flying over our heads.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metas and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
Live to fight a pristine fleet? After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke bombs from the port.
If it wasn't for the bad weather, we would have been caught there. Prepare for anti-air combat.
Not bad. Forcer drone has reached the target.
Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command duty officer. What do you think will turn drill into a real war? You don't see it, do you?
It's imagination.
So use your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat.
Anti-air combat.
Nice kill! Thanks, Trigger.
Strutter 1, don't ice up.
Capital Alpha 2, take a roundabout towards the joint government office from the waterfront. I'm gonna close in on 3 strikes. Number 2, stay with me. Roger that. We'll show 'em.
Strutter 1, missile away. Miss, target still active.
Wake up! Missile coming your way!
Chapter flares completed. Strutter 1, bandit splashed.
Ask and Eagle, be advised. 3 strikes is among the bandits.
Fox 2!
Enemy's got a lock.
Firing smoke rising from Anchor Bay and Takeoff Bay.
Return for resupply. Additional UAVs on radar.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed.
Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear.
Projectile? It's the terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV.
What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit!
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
You alright?
Fire incoming. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there? Picture it. Salvation! The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Head back. I want that 100% survival rate.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
Taking out a radar to the enemy. There's no way of firing back. Firing. This is red not firing. Push it. Check your six.
Target acquired.
Locked on.
Fox 2. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Enemy aircraft. Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say. Locked on, Bandit.
Radar contacts. Additional hostile aircraft detected.
Don't give up. We are not going back to the reserve fleet.
Strider 1, missile away. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Railgun shell lost its target.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli. Picture it. They got a beat on you.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile guidance terminated.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. They have a lock on me.
3 minutes
This thing
remaining.
only fires at 20 RPM. How are we supposed to hit them? Just shoot! Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Eurusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Bandit on your 6.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. They evaded it. Imagine.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Strider 1, missile launched. Strider 1, going eyes up. Untitled Chapter flares.
Target confirmed down. Captain Alonso Terrigo gone. Aegis vessel Palasa won't be much of a threat.
Good. We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. Go grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
2 minutes remaining.
Four aircraft destroyed the entire board? Must be hallucinating. It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
I've got a sitting duck here.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploded. It's gone. Strider 1, target acquired.
Outside deal is hit. We're able to block Sam.
Launched. Target shot down.
Thanks. I knew you had my back, Trigger.
Get away from that missile! 1 minute remaining.
Valkyrie, this is Horseman. Package tags are ready and waiting.
With a million lives each.
Also, there's a rumor going around in the military. 3 strikes in the sky sometime in the next minute.
Hostile eliminated.
3 strikes. He lacks the drive. Imagine we're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? The captain wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has none of that. I do. Do you see, Command Duty Officer? You don't, do you?
Detecting enemy air reinforcements on radar. Strider 1, locked on target. Missile launched.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Eursea Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. Completed the mission. It's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Malta! Missile! Behind you! Malta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream.
That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw.
What the? Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
Don't want anyone thinking we screwed up. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding.
You goddamn idiots. You're calling me an idiot again? I'll kill you.
You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister? Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, Wuss, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who are you calling a wuss?
The bats seem to enhance their ECM capabilities.
Righto.
Missile launched.
Jesus. So this is how you fly.
That's it. Come on, 3 strikes. You've got a hot chick right in front of you.
They're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass.
Within gun range.
Fire verification complete. Fire!
Keep firing.
The shell exploded. It's off the grid.
Better lock on me.
Target acquired. Strider 1, missile launched.
once and for all, Trigger. Trigger, enemy has a lock on you.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
You psycho.
Missile away. Projectile detected. 10 seconds to contact. Marker drone down. Projectile exploded. It's gone.
You paid for this, 3 strikes.
He's definitely lost his mind.
Don't let the enemy's emotions make you lose your cool.
I don't pity him, not one bit.
How dare you?
Missile away. Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Marker drone down. The shell exploded. It's off the grid.
She was my one and only.
Target acquired.
What makes you a hero? We tried to be heroes too. We really tried.
Without over hesitation, Trigger. We've flown through much worse than this.
Scream!
That's a hit. We got the bat.
Take that, asshole.
Scream! 3 strikes! It's just as I imagined. No matter what we do, this is how we end. But know this, 3 strikes. I'd rather go to hell than live in a world shaped by you. So yeah, we'll be heading there now.
Unidentified aircraft. Eject. Eject now.
I gotta catch up to her.
The bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 strikes has removed all strangler illusion forces. That didn't make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan will save 10 million lives and lead illusions to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
Hey, chill.
Stop. Stand down. Sit.
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it.
That's enough. Get the MP.
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The Alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Eurusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the Alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the Alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look, the estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge. A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The Alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, you got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Eurusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Eurusia's justification is that the Alicorn mutiny. As such, the Eurusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
They intend on dropping a nuke on the Ocean capital of ORED.
Here's a question for you. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Eurusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be...
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Eursea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have here.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sono buoys to build a sono buoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sono buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So, who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunt, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft Sector 1. We're deploying the sono buoy barrier. We're all prepared to find the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly located.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood.
Understood.
Roger.
Understood.
Three strikes rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2 engaging. Strider 3 engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air. Cyclops 4 engaging.
Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
20 to 30, depending on the type of aircraft, but it's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 strikes, we could reduce them to a single digit.
Nah, we can reduce them even more. Not sure it's because of Trigger. Those are calculations I do like.
Know the answers soon enough.
Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
Firing everything we've got as soon as we find that stuff. We've only got one chance.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
There were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Enemy on me!
I appreciate that.
Target acquired.
Fox 2.
Attacking from behind my target.
Missile away.
If they get through these waters, there'll be no way to find them. Situation report. Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know if the bodies I need to debris stops raining.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Strider 1, missile launched.
So what if the calculations say we only need one of them? People aboard those planes.
Yeah, but we're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Some demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. There are even banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Anchorhead?
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the terminal guidance picture either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys are running, aren't you?
Damn right.
Running? Wait, running? Yeah,
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alan, I need you to check something.
Our coast pallet's in a tight spot. Sit tight.
45% on the rate drop.
Prioritizing the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Attempting to break enemy lock.
Target acquired.
Sector 2. We've been attacked by hostiles.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority. Cyclops 2. Fox 2.
I'm grateful you're around.
Knew it. I knew that captain was up to no good.
Missile launched.
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
I got a bandit on lock.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Target acquired. Target in gun range.
Hostile confirmed down. Dodge is down. 3 strikes got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% is honorably dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Run various plans. Let's do it. Our job remains the same.
Punch 2. Hostile has a lock. Catch you, pal.
Missile away.
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
95% is honorably dropped.
Situation normal. Should we clear the baffles, Captain?
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Protect Spectre.
No problem. They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us. We're their escort. Kill them with your body. Response to Echo!
Shit. Hold on tight, guys.
Confirming new hostiles.
Sector 2. We've been attacked by hostiles. Spectre's in trouble. We need to cover them.
Say goodbye.
Enemy UAV destroyed. They're after me. I need cover.
Stop the patrol. Across the trap!
We lost a patrol aircraft. Only 2 remaining.
According to your calculations, we can knock them one, two.
Let's stop relying on calculations. Shit. Shit. Sorry, Trigger.
We've been hit by a missile. More incoming! All syllables dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Stabilizing the Alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The Alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
We're treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
The lower you fly, the wider the detection radius of the MAD. Be sure to fly low.
All the deburning measures in the world won't change that. fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Trigger, your MAD's showing a stronger reaction. The Alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
They predicted that we use the MAD. Seems like this is our contingency. Similar to the source of the noise in the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. All these jammers must have been deployed beforehand. They predicted our moves.
This will go beyond their expectations.
What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater. Explosion? Control aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater listening is impossible. We're only hearing explosion echoes. The Alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Speed ahead. Aye, sir. Don't let him get away.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Damn it. Sector, I need you to determine the sublocation again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
God damn it.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data leaking.
This location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The Alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the Alicorn.
You can launch them underwater?
If you can squash even one, it'll be that much easier for Trigger. Strider, Cyclops, we don't have much time left.
Don't you worry. Trigger will find it.
Trigger's given me so much cover and I still... Shit, I'm just pathetic.
Double time it, Trigger. Count on it.
Think we can find it?
This is pretty tough.
Let's do this.
Skulls, I need you to take care of those guys.
No way you won't pick up a huge steel whale. Look harder. You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine Alicorn.
Yeah! All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Target coordinates acquired.
Coordinates re-entered. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch. Line of fire is clear. Ready.
Fire all missiles! Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up!
Fire!
The Alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat.
Trigger's attack hit. Visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead!
The Alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no need to retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Sector Squadron will continue surveillance. We might be able to locate it if it's about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the Alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto.
Strutter 1, missile launched. UAV is down.
Come on, dodge that missile!
Self-spotted. Setting underwater coordinates.
Alicorn surfacing.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss?
Move on, you're mine.
Mankind, commence fire!
The railguns have locked onto you. Increase your flight speed and evade.
Fire!
Attacking from behind my target.
Strider 4, missile, shake it off!
The Alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's some real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Ballast tanks have been damaged. We can't maintain buoyancy.
Flying objects have been launched from the Alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
Enemy missile closing on Cyclops 2.
Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. They look similar to the Eursea PM defense system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
The Alicorn is diving.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others.
Some of the enemy's attacked your brother. Submarine. Concentrate on my first choice and take him down with me.
Enemy submarine capabilities are more than we thought. Are our allies holding up?
The three scars. Must make good man.
I owe ya.
UAV destroyed.
I'm taking fire.
I'm behind my target.
Cassette rocking. Why should we fear test?
We picked up the Alicorn underwater.
Look at their position.
The Alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
Strider 2, Bugs 2. Charging complete. Commence fire. Concentrate all fire power on the assaulting aircraft.
Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that. Yeah. All right. All right.
We surrender.
What?
What's going on?
I know this voice.
This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it.
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
Why hold international law so dearly? We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day, and still I landed one of the 2 shots.
Here's a question. Was your plan elegant? The answer is yes. At least until 3 strikes ruined it.
What do you know of beauty?
They have no intention to surrender. Stop them, Trigger. Hit the barrel, Trigger. Hurry!
Wait, Trigger. Stop attacking immediately.
Charge up.
Target is the ocean capital of Anchorhead. Keep the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away from my family. Commence firing.
shell will miss.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass!
Move the next shell!
All aircraft, destroy the Alicorn.
We'll go.
All right.
We'll go.
Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error! Can't raise the elevation of the barrel!
3 strikes in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood the aft trim tanks.
Sir, the boat will see gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs!
Don't you see 3 strikes? 10 million lives will be saved at the cost of a mere million lives.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Capacity charge at 25%. Pitch angle at +2 degrees.
Trigger, you put an end to this.
Don't hesitate. They quit being soldiers the moment they fake their surrender.
Good. Attacks are hitting the base of the rail cannon.
You just made a statement right there, didn't you, Trigger?
A powerful boat, a powerful gun, powerful ammunition. Add to that lots of people and a precise aim. And the formula is complete.
You're nothing more than a mass murderer.
Then engage me. What makes you and I any different? If you want to kill the 300 men on this boat to save 1 million, how is that any different?
Trigger, give him the answer. Have him take it to the bottom of the ocean.
Don't you see? Don't you see? Landing a clean shot on a difficult target. That is what makes it elegant. That is true beauty.
All right!
Target hit. Target hit.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger.
Confirming explosion. The rail cannon's been destroyed.
Yeah, baby!
Don't you see? 1 million. 1 million lives.
The Alicorn's hull is severely damaged. No, it's completely split in two.
He really pulled it off.
And that's our final answer.
Objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres was a devil incarnate. There are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David. The operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall.
operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work. Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I tell my son about. Give me a break.
I'm good, Alex. Won't need that wake-up call every 2 hours anymore.
David, only the summary is fine. Give me the report ASAP. I'll hand it to the president.
That's why I haven't slept in the last 80 hours.
78 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay. Well, now to the conclusion. Assuming that 3 strikes is a singularity, why not terminate him?
There is a fact that has been observed in all of the missions 3 Strikes has taken part in. All dependent elements that either mimic or follow the subject have increased chances of survival.
Try to be more sensuous.
Go Trigger's way, he'll make it. He leads the way.
Really?
Significance is high.
That's uncharacteristically illogical of you.
Ha ha ha.
Is that really how you laugh?